It's week 1 of the NFL, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. Great game in store for y'all on Thursday night primetime.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, you look like a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long offseason to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, and at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing. You're tired of the off-season workouts. You're tired of the preparation for what feels like an entire year to play one game. And now you lace them up, strap the helmets on, and it kicks off what should be another exciting NFL football season.
The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right the 35-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There can be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
Back to the air once more on second down. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches.
Oh, no chance to get rid of that ball. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Jackson now on second down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On third down, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Ravens bring their punt team out as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The home team's offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he's taken down up past the 35.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of the fullback. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. The middle they go. Good blocking to the 15. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pickup there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Back to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in for the score.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
No problem there on the extra point. And his guys have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
2nd down, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
little short. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one. And down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Here's the punter now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
A tight end in motion now. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll get this across midfield. He's brought down following a pickup of 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. 1st and 10. They'll run. This is their fullback getting the count. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a 1st down. They'll look to throw. They're called in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. As a touchdown. Extra point attempt still to come. The kick is good. And his guys will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So, here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And that one is incomplete, and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. So, one quarter in the books in the season-opening NFL kickoff game. 14-0 is our score. Here now, 3rd and 5. Jackson now. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. No motion over Flowers. Again, it's Jackson. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage like you saw there.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing Jackson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This is taken at his own 30. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. He'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Tight end on the move left. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Odafe Owe bursting in and recording the sack.
There's a ton of time left in this game. They don't need to feel like this is desperation mode, but they do feel the urgency to get stops, and that sack's going to go a long way to getting them off the field here. Continue to come away giving up no points, give the ball back to your offense, and see if they can start chipping away. So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. His receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting him to the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
2nd down and 8. They'll try to run with their fullback. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
He tosses over the middle. This one is caught.
He may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable. Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And his guys stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. No motion over Flowers. On play action, here's Jackson. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And that is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And now it's 4th down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Second and a yard. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Open man left side. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7th. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Back to throw, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. It's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better at the ball.
The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run. Probably a yard short of that 1st down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment.
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll stick with him again. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. On 3rd down, Jackson. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Ravens sending the punt team out there. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. He'll try the right side this time. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, they had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he's in for the touchdown. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. And his guys move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. A first down throw for Jackson. Brought in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
They motion the slot man left. get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third and long. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they're going to mark them down up past the 35.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
To the right side here, pass is caught. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. There's the veteran tight end, Andrews. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First down, Ravens.
Off the play fake, Jackson. He's going to run it. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You had all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. Might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll have more. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They bring the tight end in motion. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now this time they'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
I love the timing between the receiver and the quarterback. It's a really nice route. He's going to take this up the field, and then when he pulls that string back and he comes out of his break, the ball is there immediately. You can't wait for the receiver to actually look. This ball is well in the air before that receiver comes out of his cut.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. And he's going to have the first down. They'll mark him at the 29, but it's a new set of downs. First down picked up. Right back to the fullback. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he will fight his way to the end zone for the score. This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. Man, this has been a really impressive performance.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A short one taken at the 10. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the gun, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Jackson now on second down. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Jackson from the gun on third down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. One of the tight ends in motion right. Again, it's Jackson. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Second down, Jackson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Short pass, taken in by the tight end.
It seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. In motion comes Andrews. On play action, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
It probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
On third down, Jackson. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
Throwing Jackson. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there. Ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and That's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Is good. Makes the score our home team 38, visitors 14.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This taken just shy of the goal line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They get the season off on the right foot. The winners in the NFL kickoff game, the Thursday night opener of this regular season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night.